Hi, Tabby. It's Grandma. Sorry it's been so long since I've sent you a story. I thought we'd do one from Apple Tree Farm Train Book today. This is Apple Tree Farm. This is Mrs. Boot the farmer. She has 2 children called Poppy and Sam and a dog called Rusty. And this is Ted. He drives the tractor that helps Mrs. Boot on the farm. He waves and shouts to Mrs. Boot. "What's the matter, Ted?" asked Mrs. Boot. "The train is in trouble. I think it's stuck. I can hear it whistling and whistling," says Ted. "We'll go and look." "Poppy and Sam can come too," said Mrs. Boot. "And Rusty," said Sam. They walk across the fields. Soon they come to the train track. They can just see the old steam train. It's stopped but still puffing and whistling. "Look at those sheep." "They are on the track," said Poppy. "That's why the train has stopped." "Silly sheep," says Sam. "It's that naughty Woolly." "She's escaped from her field again," said Poppy. "She wanted to see the steam train," says Sam. "We must move them." "You can help me," said Mrs. Boot. "Come on, Rusty," said Sam, and they walk up to the sheep. "How can we get them home?" "We can't get them up the bank," says Ted. "We'll put them on the train," said Mrs. Boot. "Come on, Woolly." They drive the sheep down the track to the train. Woolly runs away, but Rusty chases her back. "We'll lift them up." "Please help me, Ted," said Mrs. Boot. Ted and Mrs. Boot lift the sheep up into the carriage. "All aboard!" Poppy, Sam, Mrs. Boot, Ted, and Rusty climb up into the carriage. Mrs. Boot waves to the driver. The train puffs along. It stops at the station. Mrs. Boot opens the door. Poppy and Sam jump down onto the platform. "How many passengers?" says the guard. 6 sheep, 1 dog, and 4 people, said Mrs. Boot. "That's all." "Let's all go home now," said Mrs. Boot. They take the sheep back to the farm. "I think Woolly just wanted to ride on the train," said Sam. The end. I don't know about that Woolly. She's always getting into trouble. What do you think, Tabby? Did she just want to ride on the train? I hope you enjoyed the story. I love you a whole bunch. Talk to you soon. Bye.